The quiet suburban street at 9 p.m. Part 1. The evening begins. Welcome to our quiet suburban street at 9 o'clock in the evening. The sky holds the last traces of twilight, a soft purple slowly giving way to darkness. Street lights have awakened, casting gentle pools of amber light along the sidewalk. Each lamp glows like a small moon, creating circles of warmth against the cool night air. We begin our walk here, where the pavement stretches ahead in a peaceful line. The suburbs developed after World War II, when families moved away from busy city centers. They sought space, yards for children to play in, and the promise of quieter lives. Developers built these neighborhoods with wide streets and houses set back from the road. Trees lined every block, creating green corridors that would grow tall over the decades. The word suburb comes from Latin. Sub means below or near, and urbs means city. These places grew at the edges of cities, connected by new highways and railways. In the 1950s, the automobile changed everything. Families could live miles from work and drive there each day. The suburban dream took shape: a house with a lawn, a garage, a place to call your own. Tonight, as we walk, we see this dream made real in brick and wood and glass. Houses stand in rows, each one unique yet somehow similar. Some have lights glowing warmly in their windows. Others rest in comfortable darkness. The air smells clean, touched with the scent of cut grass and the faint aroma of someone's dinner cooking. Our footsteps sound soft against the concrete. The sidewalk passes beneath us in squares, each section carefully placed years ago. These pathways connect the neighborhood, allowing neighbors to walk to each other's homes, children to travel to school, and evening strollers like us to wander in peace. A car sits parked at the curb, its metal surface reflecting the street light above. Cars rest here through the night, silent guardians of the daytime world. During the day, these streets bustle with activity. Children ride bicycles. People drive to work. Delivery trucks make their rounds. But now, at 9 p.m., the neighborhood settles into its evening rhythm. Through a nearby window, we glimpse a family in their living room. The blue glow of a television dances across the ceiling. Perhaps they watch a favorite show together, a nightly ritual that brings comfort and connection. These evening hours belong to families, to the winding down of the day's energy. The science of our bodies understands this transition. Our circadian rhythm, the internal clock that lives within us, responds to the fading light. As darkness comes, our brains begin producing melatonin, a hormone that brings sleep. The absence of bright sunlight signals our body that rest approaches. Even the street lights, though helpful for safety, stay dim enough to allow this natural process to unfold. In earlier centuries, people lived by the sun's schedule. When darkness came, activities slowed. Candles and oil lamps provided some light, but most work ceased. The electric light changed this pattern, allowing us to extend our days far into the night. Yet our bodies remember the old ways. We feel the pull toward rest as evening deepens. A gentle breeze moves through the trees that stand like tall sentinels along the street. Their leaves whisper softly, creating a natural sound that soothes the mind. These trees were planted decades ago, some when the neighborhood was young. Now they tower overhead, their branches spreading wide, their roots running deep beneath the lawns. Trees in residential areas serve many purposes. They provide shade in summer, reducing temperatures and cooling homes. Their leaves clean the air, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Birds nest in their branches, bringing nature's music to suburban mornings. In autumn, their leaves turn gold and red, painting the street in warm colors. Part 2. Deeper into the night. We continue our walk, passing house after house. Each home tells a story through its architecture and appearance. Some have front porches where families gather on summer evenings. Others feature large bay windows that look out onto carefully tended gardens. The styles vary: colonial homes with white columns, ranch houses that spread wide and low, Cape Cod cottages with steep roofs. Inside these homes, evening routines unfold in their familiar patterns. Parents help children with homework at kitchen tables. Teenagers text friends while sprawled on sofas. Elderly couples sit together, reading or simply enjoying the quiet companionship that comes from years shared. These small moments create the fabric of suburban life. The concept of home carries deep meaning across cultures. Home represents safety, belonging, and identity. When we say we are going home, we speak of a place that knows us and accepts us completely. The suburban house, with its walls and roof, its rooms arranged for comfort, embodies this idea of sanctuary. Urban planners designed these neighborhoods with intention. They placed houses back from the street to create privacy. They curved roads gently rather than making them perfectly straight, slowing traffic and creating a more pleasant view. They established setback rules, ensuring each house had space around it, preventing the crowded feeling of city blocks. Street lighting became essential to suburban design. These lights guide drivers, help pedestrians see their way, and create a sense of security. The warm amber glow we see tonight comes from sodium vapor lamps, a technology that efficiently produces light while using less energy than older bulbs. Some neighborhoods now switch to LED lights, which shine brighter and last longer. A dog barks somewhere in the distance, a brief sound that quickly fades. Dogs sense things humans cannot: subtle movements in shadows, scents carried on the wind. The approach of a familiar person still blocks away. Their nighttime sounds, though sometimes startling, remind us of the life continuing all around us in forms we cannot always see. The sounds of evening in a suburb create their own gentle symphony. Crickets chirp in the grass, their rhythmic song a hallmark of summer and early autumn nights. An occasional car passes, its engine humming steadily, its headlights sweeping across trees and mailboxes. A distant lawn's sprinkler clicks and hisses, watering grass under the cover of darkness when evaporation rates slow. Our ears adapt to quietness. In the silence, small sounds become noticeable: the rustle of a plastic bag caught in a bush, the creak of a house settling as temperatures drop, the far-off sound of a train whistle from the tracks that run outside town. These subtle noises would disappear beneath the noise of a busy city, but here they stand out, each one distinct. The science of sound teaches us that volume measured in decibels determines what we can hear and how it affects us. A busy city street might reach 80 or 90 decibels, loud enough to cause stress and make conversation difficult. This suburban street at night measures perhaps 40 or 50 decibels, quiet enough to allow our nervous systems to relax and our minds to wander freely. Ahead, a house shows more activity than the others. Lights shine from multiple windows. We hear faint laughter, the sound of people gathered together. Perhaps they celebrate a birthday or simply enjoy each other's company on an ordinary evening. These gatherings nourish the social bonds that hold communities together. The idea of community in suburbs takes different forms than in cities. Without the density of urban apartment buildings, without the constant flow of people on sidewalks, suburban neighbors connect in other ways. They wave while mowing lawns, they chat across fences, they organize block parties and neighborhood watches. The physical distance between houses requires more intention to build friendships, but these relationships often grow deep and lasting. Part 3. The walk continues. As we move further along our quiet path, the street curves gently to the left. This curve serves a purpose beyond aesthetics. Straight streets invite speeding, while curves naturally slow drivers, making neighborhoods safer for children and pets. Urban designers learned this principle decades ago, shaping entire communities around such thoughtful details. A cat crosses the street ahead of us, moving with the confident grace that cats possess. It pauses beneath a street light, its eyes reflecting green for a moment before it continues into a yard and disappears behind a hedge. Cats roam freely at night, hunting small creatures, patrolling territories they consider their own. The houses we pass now show fewer lights. Bedtime approaches for families with young children. Upstairs, windows glow with the softer light of bedside lamps as parents read stories, tucking little ones beneath blankets. These bedtime rituals carry significance beyond their immediate purpose. They create feelings of security and love, establishing patterns that children remember throughout their lives. Sleep science reveals how important these consistent routines become. Our brains respond to predictable patterns, learning when to begin the shutdown process that leads to rest. A regular bedtime, a calm environment, the absence of bright screens, all these factors help us achieve the deep, restorative sleep our bodies require. The temperature has dropped slightly since we began our walk. Night air cools as the earth releases the heat it absorbed during the day. This natural cooling helps us sleep, as our body temperature needs to decrease slightly for us to fall into deep slumber. The suburban environment, with its trees and grass and distance from heat-generating pavement and buildings, often cools more effectively than dense city centers. We notice how shadows fall across lawns, created by the interplay of street lights and trees. These shadows shift gently when breezes move branches. They create patterns that our eyes find soothing, organic shapes that suggest nature rather than the harsh angles of urban architecture. A porch light glows beside a red front door. Someone has placed a welcome mat at the threshold, a small gesture that invites visitors and declares this house a home. The porch itself, with its 2 white chairs and a small table between them, suggests moments of connection, morning coffee, evening conversations, neighbors stopping by for a brief chat. The American suburb especially embraced the front porch in earlier decades. Before air conditioning, families sat outside on hot summer evenings, seeking relief from stuffy interiors. Neighbors walking by would pause to talk, creating spontaneous social interactions. Though less common now, these porches remain as architectural features that speak to values of openness and community. Our walk draws toward its end. The street ahead continues, lined with more homes, more trees, more pools of amber light. Each house holds its own stories, the couple growing old together, the family with teenagers preparing for college, the young professionals starting their first home, the widow who has lived here for 40 years. The quiet suburban street at 9 p.m. embodies a particular vision of peace and order. It represents generations of people seeking a certain quality of life, a place where children can play safely, where property values remain stable, where neighbors know each other's names. This vision has limitations and complications, yet its appeal persists across decades. As we stand here in the gentle darkness, surrounded by the soft sounds of evening and the warm glow of lights from windows and lampposts, we can understand why these streets bring comfort to so many. They offer predictability in an unpredictable world, familiarity in the face of constant change, a sense of belonging that humans have always sought. The night deepens. Stars become visible between the branches overhead. Somewhere a door closes softly. A light switches off. The neighborhood settles deeper into its nightly rest, preparing for tomorrow's return of activity and motion. Thank you for walking with us through this peaceful suburban evening. If you enjoyed this nighttime journey, please subscribe to join us again. Leave a comment telling us where you would like to wander next. Perhaps a quiet beach at midnight, or a forest path under moonlight.